Welcome to Tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Back Alley Stock Picks. And this is somebody who just recently came into the Superchat family. I was catching up on quite a few short videos right before we started here today. Back Alley Stock Picks is giving us bite-sized information more than anything else, even a few shorts actually. And they happen to be a truck driver, a fellow Canadian. Most of you know that I'm actually out of Niagara Falls or close to it in Ontario, Canada. Back Alley Stock Picks is in another part of the country, but travels as a truck driver and then does research as a hobby when it comes to the stock market and brings us interesting companies and ideas behind the moves that they may make in the stock market in the short and long term. So, I hope everybody will check this creator out. I think it's important always to grab as much financial information from everywhere as possible. Money, of course, is something we all have in common. And here on YouTube, we're thinking about monetizing our YouTube channels in most cases. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the income that comes from monetization? So I'm happy to have quite a few financial channels coming into the Tuberchat family lately. Back Alley Stock Picks, of course, is one of these, and I hope that you will check them out. They're very clear about the idea of not necessarily, giving buy signals or anything like that. They just bring us companies that they think we should research. They encourage you to do some more research and even actually give you some of the resources to follow up online with, and then just give you their opinions, talk about some of the moves they're going to make, including crypto, which is really cool, and especially when we start to get into some of the new NFTs and that space and the way that it's rapidly evolving. It's great to have some information about that right away. So it's right up my alley. I hope it will be up yours, up your alley as well. I'm thinking while I'm saying that. So Back Alley Stock Picks is a channel that I hope everybody will check out. So thank you. I see there's some action in the chat. Jack Dawson, our dear friend, is just dropping a super chat on us. He's done that many times before, many times before, as has Thrill Seeks. Thank you so much for the super chats to get us going today. I really do appreciate that extra support. What that means is I will make these the first two channels that we look at before I start spinning the wheel. And then as we get the wheel down through a handful of names, we will eventually start adding channels from our chat list. So thank you everybody for coming in. I know Popping the Popcorn just came in to give a quick hello. Nurse Leslie said that they might be working as well, but thank you everybody. And thank you for coming in. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuberchat, even if you're just coming by to give that thumbs up and say hello to everyone. Michael's Adventures, by the way, is with us almost every day as a beloved and dedicated moderator. The only exception is due to a work schedule. So for today, he's not with us, but make sure that I always remember to let everybody know that he's thinking about us. Of course, he wishes he was here with us, and he will be back tomorrow, as a matter of fact, bringing us a premiere after the live stream. Today, we're going to go and visit our talented singer and songwriter friend Emotion for a premiere right after Tuberchat. That will be in 2.5 hours from now. So we'll get lots of channels on the screen. We'll get as many as we can before we go. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Flaw One has been with Tuberchat from the beginning. I've been connected to that creator for probably 2 years now. He's incredibly supportive, and now after 340 episodes of Tuberchat is still here with the Tuberchat family, meeting new friends and family members the right way. Come Hither with Heather is another generous creator back in the chat. It's always good to have you here. Facing Reality is always at the head of the list when it comes to engagement, positivity, and motivation. God Soldiers is a religious channel bringing us positivity And I am Betty J. Gathers is fairly new to Tuberchat, just here for what I believe is the second time. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but it's great to have you back. Jen Hines is in the house. Lori's Tech Time is here, and I noticed that she's actually got a second channel. So we'll have a look at that. Let me make sure I get Lori's Tech Time on the wheel, because she happens to be a member with that other account. Love to Travel with Wave, good to see you here. That's an incredibly supportive creator. Michelle Shelley Style, Fashion Over 60, is back in the house. Good to have you here. Mountain of Inspiration and Nita VR Designs, it's good to have you back with us. Outgoing Azzy, the king of outgoing, is in the house. Philip Lemon, it's good to see you back. Southern Sandy, it's been a while, but I'm glad to have you back in the chat as well. Actually, I think you were here last week, too, if I'm not mistaken. Tallman TV, good to have you here. And TWT TV is another longtime friend of Tuberchat with a couple of different channels, actually. We've got a few channels on the wheel already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's in the pole position. Corinne's Life and Makeup Mom and Son are here both as members and moderators. And then I'm going to add House of X Entertainment Inc. They've been with Tuberchat from the beginning and much, much earlier than that. Mrs. VSNC09 is here as a member as well. We always add the members to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. And then we will add some more names from our chat list as we need them. Towels, Art and Game. Oh my goodness. Pressing a million buttons here and I can't seem to type. Towels, Art, and Games here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And I think that House of X sent a highlighted milestone message through the chat. Yes, member for 14 months. I'm always doing good, so thank you for asking. And then Walking with Tamsin, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody's feeling welcome. Again, if you're willing to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, just please say, I am willing to swap playlists. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I'm hoping that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And thank you so much, God Soldiers, for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And once again, so we're looking at back alley stock picks. Up until now, what we've done is almost every day feature a different channel here on Tuberchat, giving you almost 300 opportunities to meet loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And today's featured channel is Back Alley Stock Picks. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Again, this just happens to be a fellow Canadian. They happen to be a truck driver, but as a hobby, they invest in the stock market and are with 345 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. They're almost halfway. And then Outgoing Azzy's going to ride some horses. Hopefully film that as well. And then Walking with Tamsin, for long-time listener, first-time caller. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'm happy to hear that. I hope you like what you've seen so far. Obviously, you know you're going to meet lots of loyal and dedicated friends and family members for your own channel by being here. That's especially funny to me. I used to work in radio. So, Rock Chick Beauty, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody on the way in. I know we do have one more new channel here. Let me see if I can get this name. I thought you'd been here before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken. Nayambura Mwangi. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm just going to copy and paste something into the chat here. We're going to look at Jack Dawson. We got to type a little bit extra, and I'll explain why in a second. Rock Chick Beauty's dropping a super chat on us. Thank you for that. and I see that the Stock Explorer and Chris's Clever Craft has walked in. They happen to be members, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. The Stock Explorer originally introduced us to Back Alley Stock Picks, our featured channel for today. So let me get Jack Dawson up here, and I think I just typed into the chat, or I meant to. Yes, I'll do it one more time anyway. For Jack Dawson, I'm going to need just a quick second. I'm going to be right back. When we look for Jack Dawson in the search results, I always use MLB The Show, which happens to be one of the games that he plays. We just want to make sure we're matching the avatar so that we get to the right Jack Dawson with 1,860 subscribers. Happens to be live right now, but that's okay. He's playing some Guardians of the Galaxy. Arsenic Element, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hayura Festi, good to see you back. Thank you for coming in the chat. And just please be careful, anybody that's brand new, or if you haven't been to TuberChat too many times, about self-promotion. Of course, everybody's watching everything that everybody's saying in the chat, and the idea here is that we're looking for generosity, right? The idea is that we give much more than we expect to receive, and by that token, your best success is going to be found in supporting other creators first, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. When we ask people to come to our channels, it kind of shows that you're worried about your channel not supporting others, so just beware of that. Ogden Knight 801 Gaming, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Derek's Journey is here, good to see you as well. So when we look for Jack Dawson, like I said, this is a gaming live streamer. MLB The Show is just one of the many different games he plays on his channel. He is streaming just about every single day and always in a variety. So you'll find him playing Far Cry, Calls of Duty, Final Fantasy, and all of the biggest popular titles. And what you'll find with Jack Dawson is that he's a fantastic commentator who's able to keep up with the gameplay as well as with the chat, which is quite a feat, as you, those of you who live stream will attest. And Purple Tube, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat again. And if I've missed something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Jack Dawson as well will always say love, support, and respect is the key. That's absolutely the case, but you'll find that from him and from his community. You'll get a warm welcome, and you'll likely meet lots of friends and family members over there as well. Unmasked Lifestyle has been a loyal, dedicated, and generous supporter to TuberChat and friend for a long, long time. It's good to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. And Craft and Share with Heather is here, another brand new member. We're just getting you onto the wheel. So Jack Dawson, my dear friend, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Next up is Thrill Seeks. He's been a dear friend for a long, long time. Just Relax Now's in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Kelly Family Adventures. Good to have you back in the chat. Thank you for coming in again. We got quite a busy beginning again here. And Thrill Seeks brings us a lot of theme park and roller coaster footage. And it's interesting, with the couple of years we've all had, we haven't been able, a lot of us, to get out to some of these places. It's nice to have this kind of footage available from Thrill Seeks. As well, we'll notice that he has a different bunch of variety on his channel as well mixed in. I don't want to fall too far behind, so I'm just going to take this latest quick membership video, because he's been working on his memberships, and now we see that they're available. He's just got monetized within the last week. I'm going to take this video and save it into my catch-up list so I can watch that after the stream. Catch up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then Charlene Heal, thank you so much for sending that highlighted milestone message. When you are a member on a channel, and this is what we're talking about, Thrill Seeks has memberships available now. When the host has those enabled, then you will be able to send one of those highlighted milestone messages through the chat every month for free. And that's really cool because it looks like a super chat. It lets you highlight a message. And you'll notice that it knocks life off of our stream boss, which is that video game life meter under my camera there. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. So, Thrill Seeks brings us a lot of variety. Sometimes you'll find a product review or an unboxing video mixed in with the theme park and roller coaster footage, but as well, you'll meet more friends and family members over there because he often does a series of videos, live streams particularly, where he allows and encourages everybody to connect in the same way that you do here in Tuberchat. I see he's also experimenting with some reaction videos, which is cool, so hopefully everybody will check those out as well. And then Thrill Seeks disabled ads on the latest video. Yeah, that's okay. You can always pick and choose for those of you who are thinking about monetization, and even if you've just recently become monetized, you can absolutely turn on or off monetization on individual videos and live streams. So based on the intent of each piece of content, you can decide whether monetization in its traditional sense with ads is appropriate or not, and then otherwise if you disable monetization on a premiere or a live stream, you also disable super chats, so you got to keep that in mind. Tasha's Timely Thoughts, good to see you here. I think this might be your first time in the house, so thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Next up is Rock Chick Beauty. She also dropped a super chat on us, so thank you again, Jack Dawson, my dear friend, and then Thrill Seeks, of course, and Rock Chick Beauty. These have all been longtime friends of Tuberchat, but I really do appreciate that extra support. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Purple Tube, not sure if I welcomed you, but it's good to have you here. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Irene J.U., good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Just scanning something in the chat. So one of the things that I don't mention enough lately, and I really hope that I will, is the idea of exactly how we connect. It's very important, more important than ever, to be connecting with people and doing as much for them as we possibly can while we connect, so that YouTube doesn't take our subscriptions away, which is something I think we've almost all experienced. And they play games with all of our numbers, our watch hours, our likes, our views, our subs, even our thumbs down disappear after a couple of days in a lot of cases. And it can be frustrating. So when you are connecting with people here in Tuberchat, my recommendation is to start a conversation, not just, hey, would you like to support me, but something, substantial, right? Where the intent here is to get to know each other and build friendships. Once you get somebody's attention, you can let them know that you intend on connecting, then head to their channel. It's very important to watch a full video of at least 3 minutes from beginning to end. Better if it's 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes or even longer. I also recommend adding another couple of videos into a watch later or other playlists so that you can run those after the stream and show YouTube that you cared so much about that creator's content that you already went back for another couple of pieces. And then as well, yes, Chris is Clevercraft. If you are watching the video, hopefully you're leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. When we say, I've been to your house and left you a package, what we mean is, I've been to your channel, watched a video, and left you a comment on that video. That's the package. If your comment is too short, or if it's something like nice vid, or thumbs up, or fam from Tuberchat, or something that hundreds of other people might be doing, your comment could get held for review in the YouTube spam filters, and you might lose that connection almost certainly. So we want to avoid that. Always meaningful, genuine comments related to the content of the video. A thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as you see me do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then you can come back here, let them know you've done that. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. Emotion is in the house, our talented singer and songwriter friend. We're going to be visiting their channel after the stream for a premiere. Cute Goth Girl Gamer is here, who has been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And a couple more pieces, yes, of content. Yeah. The speeches that I get into here are just unreal because I get some of the things are so repetitive, and I may be looking at 2 or 3 different things while I'm trying to talk at the same time. And Mr. Bones knows me well enough to know I'm talking a mile a minute, and it doesn't stop for 2.5 straight hours while we're here on Tuberchat. So I'm sure you're going to hear me say enough silly things the more time you spend. Annabis Black, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And we're looking at Rock Chick Beauty. So she's been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. She's another generous creator. She shows generosity in every way that you can. She has featured channels here on her front page. When you feature channels like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages that way. Rose Kitchen and Vlogs, thank you so much for the share. Unmasked Lifestyle, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. James Gype is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Very good to see you. It's another monster growth stream with, I've lost count. It's getting close to 40,000 subscribers. I think he was on the road to 35 or something like that. James Gype is a well-known growth streamer. He will help you meet more friends and family members. So, James, hopefully you're watching for a second. I will never be able to remember exactly what live stream it was that I came into your chat with. I was there when you were talking about me being released and stuff like that. I can't figure that out. If you can ever get onto a computer and just unblock, that will be great. I think I can come in with my personal channel, but not with Tuberchat. But it's been a long, long time. And hopefully I can get back in there. And then thank you so much, Annabis Black, for that. Unmasked Lifestyle is going to be the next channel that we look at. Rock Chick Beauty brings us variety on her channel. She's recently started live streaming again. She actually gave a reset and restart to her channel many months ago. She's already surpassed 600 subscribers. She actually did a thank you video there, which is really, really cool. And then she does unboxing videos, and there's actually a lot of variety. So it says beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, but there's much, much more as well. I'm just going to take your latest video, put it in my catch-up list so I can catch up a bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And thank you, Rock Chick Beauty, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. The next channel that we're going to look at is Unmasked Lifestyle. For the same reason, they just dropped another super chat on us. And soon we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Unmasked Lifestyle is one of our longest standing official members, actually. She's been a friend for a long, long time. This channel happens to be bringing us healthy living and healthy eating. There's a bit more variety that's been happening with this channel recently, but always in the spirit of positivity and motivation. I'm just going to take your latest video and add this into my catch-up list so I can make sure I don't fall too far behind here. We've joined Unmasked Lifestyle. As a matter of fact, I actually joined her for a 1,000 subscriber giveaway quite some time ago, and then they had their monetization celebration, and they have been incredibly supportive to the entire Tuberchat family for a very long time. It's not often that I say that a channel is suitable for everybody, But in the case of finance, in the case of healthy living, healthy eating, I think absolutely these channels are. We can all draw something from them because, you know, food and finance and things like that are things we all have in common. I'm very interested to see the different things people are making around the world in their homes and for their families and friends and things like that. Unmasked Lifestyle was one of the first channels like this to come through TuberChat. You can see that in most cases with their thumbnails, they've had this incredible instinct for branding right from the beginning. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They got 1,340 subscribers right now, fully monetized, so I'm hoping you can support them with either super chats or memberships when you get over there as well. The How-To Lady is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. Charlene Heal as well. I added you onto the wheel already. These creators engage conversation in the chat, for which I'm very grateful, and they always spread a lot of positivity and motivation to others, both on their channel and everywhere that they go. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator, a member of our moderator squad. She's in the house now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody always gives each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Chris's Clever Craft is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on their channel. Chris's Clever Craft is another creator who always engages conversation here in the chat. I'm very grateful for this, and the reason I put so much focus on it is because when you engage conversation beyond the typical hellos and polite small talk, you're really doing a great service for any host, whether it's in a premiere or a live stream, because you're sending engagement signals into the algorithm. Now, Chris's Clever Craft is a generous creator. You can see this right away. They're busy promoting other channels right on their front page, which is really, really cool to see. I think that speaks volumes about the creator behind the channel. But then as well, when we get into their content, we see that they have got a lot of variety. They've got an interesting property. They give us a great look at their home life, at the creator behind the channel. Occasionally they do unboxing videos. Sometimes they're doing do-it-yourself videos. Sometimes they're just giving us a look around. There's a lot of variety here, but Chris's Clever Craft has been a friend who brings fun everywhere he goes for a very long time, and for that I'm very grateful. So hopefully you'll connect with him, you'll see what I'm talking about, and get some of that fun coming over to your channel as well. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If I've missed something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Chris's Clever Craft, thank you again. We're looking at Craft and Share with Heather, who's one of our newest members, as a matter of fact. And we'll see what they've got going on their channel. Now, I'm still getting to know their content, but hopefully you'll enjoy getting to know them, as I am. 132 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 140 they'll be thinking about today, and the 200 they'll be thinking about soon enough. Emotion just dropped another super chat on us as well. I think they were trying to snipe the stream boss position, and I think you got it, but I just have to reset it again. I'll give it 1 second, and then I'll try resetting it. I'm going to take Craft and Share with Heather latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. I've still got to get to know the content on this channel a little bit better, but I've seen a handful of channels that have like these, I don't know what you call these mats that are on the desk or table. Mo6510 Models uses this. A lot of other crafting channels use this. Ina Pereira was using this, and it's really, really cool because I think, like, as you're putting things together, these are really creative creators, like really artistic, because they're able to put things together in a way that I would not do. Math and you know, straight edges and rulers and things like that are my thing. So I'm always impressed when I see this kind of activity, because it's something I don't believe I would have fun engaging in, because I would be way too frustrated. I can be creative, but in other ways not necessarily artistic. So that makes me respect these channels. All That Fluff and Stuff, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Hilda DC dropped a super chat on us as well. Thank you for that. Hilda DC, like I said, is a beloved member of our moderator squad. We're going to look at her channel right after Emotion. So I see that the stream boss did reset. So What I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. Super chats, memberships, and those milestone messages for the members knock life off of the stream boss. And since Emotion dropped one at the right time and knocked the rest of the life out of the last stream boss, they are now the new stream boss. So I hope everybody will connect with Craft and Share with Heather. And now we're going to look at Emotion. When we look for this channel, much like what we did with Jack Dawson earlier, we've got to type a little bit extra to find them. Emotion New Soul is what I put, because that kind of describes the music we're going to find when we get to this official music channel, and the music we're going to hear from this talented singer and songwriter. So Emotion has been a dear friend and has been a member and a moderator for quite some time. They're actually a gold member, so we will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. But as well, they've started experimenting with some reaction videos on their channel. Now, not everybody can just do any reaction and have it fly. That's not how that works. But Emotion has put a lot of time and consideration into the game plan behind making a few reaction videos, and has had some wild success because of it. So they're really giving a good example of what can be done. But that's just a tiny part of what they've got on their channel. They are bringing us their original works. This is, like I said, a talented singer and songwriter. Sometimes they bring us compilations in the form of premieres or live streams. We've got one today. We're going to go and visit them 2 hours from now, and we're going to raid this premiere. When we get there, you will be able to connect in the same way that we do here in TuberChat, and meet more friends and family members over there. He has built up quite a loyal and dedicated following. So he's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him over there, including super chats and memberships. And I'm going to show you his second channel right now. And this is Writing with Emotion New Soul. More than anything else, what we get to see here is a behind-the-scenes look at the writing process and software used in the creation of Emotion's original works, which is really, really cool. We get a look at how they do what they do and the creator behind the channel at the same time. There are a few reaction videos on this channel as well, and I think this is a great accent to the main channel when it's appropriate. It's always fun to see creators break into second channels like this. So I hope you'll come over with us in a couple of hours and visit Emotion and support them on both of their channels. Thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. And Hilda DC, I'm putting up right now for the same reason. Like I said, she is a dedicated and beloved moderator here for TuberChat, has been for quite some time, but she's a very much loved and well-respected creator. She is always spreading positivity. When you visit her and watch any of her videos, you'll see that they're full of positive affirmations and kind of motivating, I don't know what you call them besides affirmations, but she's constantly got things happening in her video to encourage and motivate everybody while the video's happening. She does a lot of challenges here, as well as occasionally an unboxing video, product reviews, and a lot of live streaming as well. And she's also generous in the way that she hops in with other creators on their live streams as well. So I'm catching up a little bit here. I realize you just did another Cheerios video. Very Berry Cheerios. See, we don't have any of this in Canada either. We have a fraction of the different flavors of different products that they have in the United States. Super Rainbow Queen, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Lori's TV, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Happy Nwagi Remedies, good to see you in the house. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at Hilda DC, we notice that she's fully monetized. So there's lots of ways to support her when we get over there. And you'll understand that she's a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and has been a dear friend for a long time. So I would recommend to anybody to connect with all of our moderators. We really don't have that many here on TuberChat, and there's lots of reason for that. But every moderator that we have has a long-winded speech that goes along with their friendship with me and their time here in TuberChat and the reason why they are a moderator. So these are people who've been in the game for a long time. They are some of the most loyal and dedicated supporters that I've met. So you'll do well to connect with them. Ivy's Family Fact... Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce that right. Ivy's Family Factotem. I don't know if I get that right. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'll appreciate it if you do, because I'd like to promote you properly. But thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you'd like. Just laughing because Towels Art and Game said shared everywhere. They literally are serious. Towels Art and Game shares on Twitter, shares on Facebook, and makes Instagram stories and things like that. They are an incredibly supportive creator, not just to tuberchat. I see them doing this every day, all day for everybody. Towels Art and Game, much like the Stock Explorer and other creators we've talked about today, seem to be everywhere all the time. And it's wonderful that we have so many creators that are so unbelievably supportive to each other. And then, thank you. Oh, Factotem is how it's pronounced. Okay, excellent. Thank you. I'll be looking forward to seeing your channel and getting to know what you got going on over there. And let's talk about the Stock Explorer. So, our featured channel for today was Back Alley Stock Picks, who was actually introduced to us from the Stock Explorer. Buying Space, good to see you in the house. And Merriment and Livy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Werner's Adventures, good to have you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I don't know if that's from Towel's share, that like 3 more creators just came into the chat, 3 or 4 or 5 all at once. Nayambura Mwangi. Oh, forgive me. I would like to pronounce your name properly. Nayambura Mwangi, I hope is right. But thank you for coming back in. We've seen that channel before. And hopefully you're doing okay meeting new friends and family members. Calm Natural 24/7, good to see you in the house. The Stock Explorer is bringing us level-headed and down-to-earth ideas about companies that we may consider investing with, whether it's crypto or especially the stock market. They are bringing us, much like Back Alley Stock Picks, like I said earlier, not necessarily buy signals. Once in a while you'll get a like, hey, I actually suggest this. Otherwise, what they're doing is talking about companies and the products that these companies have, or the things that they're doing, and the moves that they expect to be made in both the short and long term, so that we can consider the idea of investing in them. Now, whether or not you're somebody who invests in the stock market or intends to, I think a lot can be drawn from these channels. I've had a great time getting to know Nora, the Stock Explorer, and I am absolutely a fan of this channel and creator. This kind of stuff is right up my alley, as I have dipped my toe into the crypto arena. And on this channel, you'll find talk mostly about stocks, some about crypto, and I'm sure we'll be getting into a lot of NFTs and things like that shortly as well. With 624 subscribers, they're doing great right now. They're rapidly growing. This is a very rapidly growing channel because the Stock Explorer is another creator who happens to be everywhere all the time. They are constantly supporting. They support on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. Now, they are bringing us some shorts, so you get some really bite-sized information, and then they're mixing up the videos and live streams. So I hope you'll join them, because they are a compelling, I don't want to say storyteller, because that's not it, but when they're talking about the different things that they do on their channel, whether it's stocks or, like, for instance, they did an unboxing the other day. They had done a video on Crocs stock, those shoes that we all know and love, and then ordered a pair of Crocs and did an unboxing. We're talking a little bit more about that. They always seem to have product in hand, or most of the time anyway, when it's something that's available. Like there was another video I remember clearly about a Disney Happy Meal from McDonald's while they're talking about these stocks, which is really, really cool, right? So this is a creator who absolutely, puts their money where their mouth is. They will be very forthcoming and open about the different moves that they're making themselves, both in crypto and in stocks, so that we can get an idea of the kind of things that we'll learn from the Stock Explorer as time goes on. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. Like I said, I'm absolutely a fan of both the creator and the channel. They are unbelievably supportive and have been since coming into the TuberChat family immediately. Haunts Paranormal, thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not welcoming you. Music Therapy, Singular Piano Music, good to see you here. Prepper for Life is in the house, another member. I'm just going to get them onto the wheel right away. And let us spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So next we're going to look at Scratch and PPA. This is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube, and I've been on for what's getting close to 5 years now, and in the small YouTuber space for just over 2 of those years. And Scratch and PPA is just unbelievably supportive. This is the creator that made me start saying the term seems to be everywhere all the time. Huga Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Faye Blatcher is here. Let me get you onto the wheel as well. As we get the wheel down through a few more names, we will start adding some names from our chat list as well. So Scratch and PPA has 898 subscribers. Now it's interesting, yesterday we saw this creator actually hit 900, but because of what I was talking about in the beginning of the stream today, YouTube, with all of its fluctuations and games they like to play with our numbers, we see that Scratch and PPA is still struggling right around that 900 mark and has dropped a few. So, like I said, it's more important than ever that we can do everything we can to connect with people. Now, everybody here knows that Scratch and PPA absolutely is connecting properly. The thing is, you're only responsible for your half of the connection. If the person you're connecting to doesn't do it properly, you can lose that connection afterwards. And this is what we see, why I harp about it so much, right? Rambling with the Brums is in the house. They're a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. So, again, what we're doing is starting a conversation with somebody in the chat. We're really here to build friendships. That's the point behind TuberChat more than anything else. So starting a conversation gets that going, then let them know you're going to head to their channel for the purpose of connecting, then watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that we watch it from beginning to end and that it's at least 3 minutes. Better if it's 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes or longer. And then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as you see me do for all creators. That should make your connection stick. Come back, let them know you've done that. They will do the same thing for you. Huntophobia, our dear friend, is in the house as well. I've been out with them a couple of times for some paranormal investigations, actually, and that was a cool couple, actually few collaborations. So it's good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming back in. Mary Queen Longman, I'm not sure if I actually welcomed you, but thank you for coming back in today. Nightstar Beauty, good to see you here. All That Fluff and Stuff says, yeah, you lose subscribers every day. So 12's a bit much. I find in the history of TuberChat, for as long as we've been doing this, that the biggest losses seem to come to the most aggressive channels. So if you're out there trying to meet 20 or 30 or more people per day, my guess is that that is exactly the reason why YouTube is giving you such a hard time. All of our channels are marked, every single thing we do, and we know that they are smarter than we think they are, and even when I say that, we know that they're smarter than we think they are. Every single thing. They've got machine learning and artificial intelligence and everything else working on this stuff 24 hours a day in huge server farms. So there's no way that we can pull a maneuver on the YouTube algorithm and have it pay off. There's just no way. So just keep that in mind, right? I'm not saying there's any kind of a limit on how many people you can meet. Even here in Tuberchat, if you were here for the whole 2.5 hours, you could possibly meet anywhere from 10 to 20 people. But meeting more than 8 to 10 here in Tuberchat is too fast, and that's just the way that it is. We have to make sure we're doing everything we can for each other. When you think about the idea of watching a video, if it's 4, 5, 6, or 7 minutes, it takes almost 10 minutes just to connect with somebody, not to mention the messages in the chat, the conversations. Hopefully you have a little bit of fun as well. And then, again, and thank you, Philip Lemon. Yes, the most aggressive channels trying to grow seem to be the ones that experience the most losses. Now, I'm not saying I catch everything, because I certainly do not, but I promise you, I do have my eyes open. I watch the analytics afterwards. I watch the statistics. I see what people say in the chat. For those of you who have Nightbot installed, they do a great job of logging everything that's ever said in your chat. If you ever wanted to go back and look at something somebody said, you could get it. I know, how many messages are sent through the chat, how long everybody's there, and things like that. And that's all simple information. If you sat here and wrote down on a piece of paper everything you see in the chat, it's the same thing. It's just that it makes it easy. But by watching and by hearing all the different things that so many creators are generous enough to reach out to me to let me know that they notice in the YouTube streets and here in Tuberchat, we're able to collect that information and share it with everybody so that we can help everybody put their best foot forward and maximize the time that you're spending here in Tuberchat and on YouTube while you're trying to connect. Even when I'm not here, I want you to be growing your channel. That's why we try to instill all of these best practices. That's why our chat is extremely strict, so that when you're out in other places, then you're able to meet more people the right way and you maximize your time. 345 Barry, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Scratch and PPA has an interactive series of videos on their channel. They premiere every Tuesday. I just set my reminder for the next one. And I made a mistake. Yesterday I said that I wasn't there on Tuesday because I was working. I just said that, but I had forgotten. No, I was in the middle of that snowstorm. I was driving through Toronto and not able to be in right at that moment. But I literally have an alarm on my phone to make sure I don't miss Scratch and PPA's premieres, and I think we could count on one hand how many times I've missed out of the well over 50 that are there now. So these happen every Tuesday. When I say interactive series of videos, that is because you are able to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. Lady Spellbreaker Meditation, good to see you back in the house. And oh my goodness, I'm so behind in the chat. Yeah, Lady Spellbreaker Meditation. It can be quite busy. The last few weeks have just been explosive here in Tuberchat. My guess is because of the holidays and the weather has gotten cold in climates like mine. There's more eyeballs on everything online, including YouTube, and I think that's why we're seeing busier things everywhere. But here I recommend everybody take their time anyway. If you have conversations with one person at a time and you really cherry pick your connections, you'll find better success that way anyway. Gloria's Platter, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. All That Fluff and Stuff, I think, said something for me as well. Oh, and then, yeah, Ivy's Family Factotem. So, it's interesting when we talk about watch hours. The only number that matters is when you're on a computer and you look in your monetization tab, there's a green dial that tells you when you hit your 4,000 hours of watch time. No other number matters. There are other instances where some of the watch time that you get does not count as monetizable or qualified watch hours for monetization, might be the right way to say that. And it's a frustration that we all have to go through, but you just keep at it. One of the things that really helps is swapping playlists here. Lots of creators will be willing to swap playlists with each other. Huntophobia says, hey, need you this week. Because I did some behind the scenes footage for Huntophobia and some of those paranormal investigations. I still have 2 more videos to put together. I still haven't done it. I've got one behind the scenes video on my personal channel from being out with Huntophobia, but I always have a good time with them. All That Fluff and Stuff said, if you've commented on a video, it means you've watched it from start to end. Yes, and that's what we all have to be doing every time. It's very, very important. Like I said, we're focused so much on generosity here. This is why I put so much focus on Scratch and Pete. He's one of the most supportive creators that I've met, lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than expecting to receive. And, you know, that's the focus here. So you'll find your best success here in tuberchat by reaching out to other creators for the purpose of supporting them first. All the things you wish people would do for you, you go and do more for them. And I promise you, it will come back. And we see that from Scratch and PPA alone, along with a lot of other examples here, especially, I don't want to play favorites, but when you look at a lot of our members and moderators and things like that, you know, these are creators who've been at this for a while. And anybody that you see every day here in tuberchat, or frequently, I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. You know, I don't expect everybody to be here every time I stream. I know how difficult it can be to schedule things. I do appreciate every moment. But when you are here a few times and you start to recognize some of the same channel names over and over and over again, especially the conversations that are had in the chat, then you'll get an idea of who's really at this. And you'll get the comments from those creators on your video. You'll get an idea of what works. She stole my thunder. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Now, I've had Scratch and Pete up here for a little while, which is great, but I've chopped up all the speech that I usually make about this channel. So again, this is an interactive series of videos that's a lot of fun to be a part of, because if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video, choosing between 2 lottery scratch tickets, of course. Now, Scratch and PPA also does a lot of focus with other creators, introducing us to more loyal and dedicated supporters, and then does giveaways on his channel and things like that, which is really cool. What is most notable is when you hit Scratch and PPA up for a premiere on a Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, you will find a chat that runs faster than tuberchat and faster than most you've ever seen, because all of the support that he gives to others comes back to him in a flood and rush of support all at once during these 10 to 15 minute videos. It's very high energy, very fast paced, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Scratch and PPA will give a fantastic example of what can be accomplished when you marry the idea of your YouTube channel with the other social networks as well. Rose Kitchen and Vlogs, forgive me, I don't know if I thanked you for your super chat. I did see it fly through. Thank you for that. We're going to look at your channel next for that reason. And Jake Hudson, thank you so much for the membership. I'm going to add you onto the wheel right now, and every time you're here in the chat from now on, you'll be added onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. Forgive me if I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, including comments or questions. If I did miss something, I appreciate your patience. Just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention tuberchat, connect, and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will try to catch it the next time around. Rose Kitchen and Vlogs just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that extra support. And for that reason, we're just putting this channel up right now. Now, this is another creator where I'm still getting to know the content, but we can see some delicious looking stuff right here. Again, like I said earlier, when we talk about cooking or food channels or healthy living, healthy eating, and finance now is something I've added into that routine, is I love the idea that we get to see a lot of this stuff that people are actually making in their homes and for their friends and their families around the world. A lot of things I might not have otherwise seen. It's very different. You don't need me to tell you this, but this is why I enjoy it so much myself. It's very different than a cooking show, something we might find on Food Network and things like this, because we're not talking about professional chefs or even professional kitchens. In some cases we are, but you know, not unlimited ingredients and things like that that are usually available on television shows. This is what people are actually making, actually eating, and my guess is more often than not, we get to see a lot of things that people have as their favorites. You know, my favorite food is a lasagna, or I do a half-decent chili and things like that. I can't cook well. I can cook to save my life. Everything I make is as it's expected. Nothing is special. But if I was ever going to make a cooking video, I would do a lasagna, or I would do a chili, or I would do something that I typically do that is my favorite, because I think that's what you'd like to see. Taking a prepackaged hamburger and just, you know, throwing it on a frying pan, while it's fine to eat, is not going to be the most exciting video. And it's just exciting for me to see the different things that people are making, and perhaps you can do a much better job than I can with a hamburger in a frying pan. Probably Fry House, good to see. Oh, sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong. Prod by Fry House. Thank you so much for coming in. Forgive me, it's great to see you in the chat. I know that you have been connected here in Tuberchat or to some of our creators, like Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama, and I think Intro to Mills Entertainment Inc. So it's good to see you here. TJ's Delicious Cooking, Tara Smith Jarrett. Good to see you in the house, Sister Winnie. I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier, but it's good to have you here as well. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Rose Kitchen, I'm going to take your Jamaican brown stew turkey neck recipe, and I'm going to add this into my ketchup list so that I can get to know your content a little bit better and get caught up with your channel and make sure that I don't fall too far behind. And forgive me, I just missed another super chat as well. So Charlene Heal will be the next channel that we look at, but Jake Hudson dropped a super chat on us as well as that membership. So I'm going to put Jake Hudson up right away. And thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. Now let's see if there's something specific that we have to do to catch this channel, because Jake Hudson is a popular channel name. I just want to see how far down the search results it is, and then we'll see if there's something I can do to make it easier. Actually, you know what I'll do is, let's find Jake Hudson. You know what? Okay, forgive me. I'm going to put up Charlene Heal while I look for Jake Hudson's channel, and then I'm going to show everybody a couple of tricks we might be able to use to find that channel easily without dropping the link. The reason why we do that here is because when a channel is suffering in the search results, which happens to a lot of channels with popular names, Jake Hudson obviously a very popular sounding name, they will suffer in the search results for a little while. But the more we search, find, and click on their channel name, the more they'll rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for that particular Jake Hudson. So I'm looking for them now. I'm having the hardest time. I wonder if I can ask if Scratch and Pete or anybody at all, one of the moderators, can drop the link for Jake Hudson so that I can get to it, and then we'll carry on from there. But thank you for that super chat. Thank you for that membership. We'll get your channel up in a quick second here. Right, we're looking at right now is Charlene Heal. She is a powerhouse of positivity and motivation, both on her channels and everywhere she goes. She brings that with her. So you've likely seen her somewhere else because she is one of these creators who seems to be everywhere, supporting everybody all the time. She brings energy and positivity and motivation along with her. Precious Gems, good to see you here. And Courtney Shanique's Reviews, good to see you in the house as well. I caught Courtney Shanique's Reviews for a premiere the other day, which was really cool. I think that's the first time I caught you for a premiere. Scratch and PPA got the link for Jake Hudson. Thank you so much for that. Oh, and then thank you, Rambling with the Brums. The reason I don't have a lot of moderators here, well, actually, Rambling with the Brums was talking about the same thing the other day. You know, you have to be careful with your moderators and stuff. It's not so much that, but I don't want everybody to have to worry about the things that moderators do. Like right there, I just asked for the link for Jake Hudson's channel. And the bad part about that is I'm asking, you know, 5 or 6 moderators at the same time, right? I did say Scratch and Pete, but it's very possible that 5 or 6 people will go, you don't want to waste anybody's time. My intention, of course, is that the moderators enjoy the stream just as much as everybody else, or as much as they possibly can. So the robots really help that by dropping links. You know, we don't need the moderators to say, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. That's just stuff that can roll through the chat every half hour with the robots and stuff like that. But I do appreciate the thoughts, so I'll keep that in mind. Rambling with the Brums has been a member for a while now. They're a fellow Canadian, and they've built up quite a reputation as both a supporter and a moderator, as a matter of fact. So I've got Jake Hudson's channel. Thank you so much, Scratch and Pete, for that. I'm going to get to them in a second. Charlene Heal, like I said, brings us positivity and motivation both in her videos and everywhere she goes. With 557 subscribers, we're happy to see her with her community tab. And I'm just going to look for business services and opportunities right now. This is her second channel with 28 subscribers. We'd love to push her a little bit farther and get her rolling on that road to the first 100. And we know that Charlene Heal will be bringing us more positivity and motivation here. Now, I'm going to actually go through all these short videos after. I'm just going to take your latest one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. Shorts are easy to go through. I'm going to see what you got going on here, and we'll all be expecting some more positivity and motivation here. So next, we're going to look at Jake Hudson. And thank you again, Scratch and PPA, for getting that link. Now, I hadn't already subscribed to this channel, which is interesting. I thought this was not the first time we're putting you on the screen. But usually I don't subscribe while I live stream, but I'm just going to do it now anyway. I'll be able to run a video right after the stream. So, Jake Hudson is somebody who's been with us frequently. My computer always seems to crawl. It's the we're putting so much pressure on the processor when we have like 5 or 6 windows open. One of these days I'll do a behind-the-scenes look at Tuberchat. I've been asked for it several times, but I'll give you an idea of exactly what we do here. Rambling with the Brums wants the leadership board. Let's get rambling with... Oh, you want the stream boss is what you're talking about, I think. The stream boss, so just so everybody knows exactly how that works, is under the camera, you see that video game life meter, right? And that's just a feature that goes along with Streamlabs desktop. Hedgehog's Homestead, good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. So what happens is I have mine set to what works out to about an American penny for every point. And the Stream Boss is set up at 2,000 points, or essentially $20. So what happens is every time a membership or super chat or a highlighted milestone message from a member comes through, it knocks life off of the Stream Boss. Actually, as a trick, Rambling with the Brums, you won't quite be able to get it right now. The hit points are still at 587, but a milestone message will knock it through at about 499, I think. And the last person to knock the life off of the Stream Boss becomes the next Stream Boss. And, all right, let's see what... I'm hoping I haven't missed anything in the chat. So, Jake Hudson... like I said, has been here frequently, and I appreciate that membership, and of course that super chat as well. Now, obviously, I've got to get to know the content on this channel, but they're obviously doing a lot of variety here. We can see in all the thumbnails and all these different titles. So what I'm going to do to make sure our connection sticks is I'm going to take your 10-minute video here. I'm going to add that into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that live stream replay, and I will give you a thumbs up, and I will put your notification bell on. Well, it's already on, But that should make our connection stick. And then I know you're already subscribed to Tuberchat, but hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change, so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And yeah, no, I just wanted to see where it was at as well anyway, Rambling with the Brums. So often I don't look over there. It is incredible how much Scratch and Pete has to pick up mistakes that I make, but you'd be surprised how many times people take the stream boss position, and it takes me any amount of time to even realize that it's happened. So Rambling with the Brums dropped a super chat on us as well. This is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a fellow Canadian. Like I said, they've built up quite a reputation already as a moderator for a lot of channels and a supporter. So I've been over there lucky enough to be with them for a few live streams now. And they always do an incredible job of promoting everybody's channel. And they always say nice things about me. We had a good time the other day, actually. And they will allow you to connect with other creators when you're over there, the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. And they've already introduced us to a few friends as well. So you'll likely meet lots of friends and family members over there. So 596 subscribers right now for Rambling with the Brums. They're getting really close to 600. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them up, and maybe even over that milestone. And they've got a lot of different content here. Rambling with the Brums, I describe as coming from the homesteading community. These are a lot of creators that I see within their family. So Garden State Gardener, Outdoors with Big Matt, Hedgehog's Homestead, Micro Farmer, Vision Acres. I think all of these channels have been here through Tuberchat at some point. I can't remember who invited who, but I really do appreciate that kind of word of mouth and support that's going on. This is the kind of thing that happens for your channel as you start to grow and build a reputation with your audience. They will start to have some, nice things to say about you and introduce you to other creators who they believe will enjoy your channel. And this is how some of the best connections are made. So Rose Kitchen and Vlogs is going to be the next channel that we look at. I'm actually going to take a break for 3 minutes. We're over time. And then if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I really will appreciate it. It really does help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So we're gone for 3 minutes. We'll be back with Rose Kitchen and Vlogs. All right, we're back. I don't know what on earth I was thinking. Of course, we just looked at Rose Kitchen and Vlogs, but thank you again for your extra support. I really do appreciate that. This is the channel I was just talking about. So I think I am distracted, or the days are blending in together for me, or something like that. But I just spun the wheel again. So Corinne's Life is coming up right now. And Aaron Hockey, good to see you back in the house. Corinne's Life has been a dear friend for a very long time. She's here as both a moderator and a member, and has been for well over a year, as you can see. MSK Family Vlogs just walked in as well. It's good to see you in the house. They are one of our longest standing members, as a matter of fact. So when we look at Corinne's life, then what we see, like I keep saying, is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but a dear friend. This is somebody who shows generosity over and above everything that you can do on YouTube. We speak frequently, and this is somebody who has reached out many times with ideas and things that they've seen, noticed. They're absolutely willing to help people. As a matter of fact, as part of their memberships that are now available on their channel, they offer help with typical things like banners, thumbnails, and things of that kind. So I hope you'll reach out to them for that. Sweet Delish Aroma, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I added a couple more names to the wheel. I know the wheel is full, but I didn't want it to go too long before we started add names from the chat list. But Facing Reality is on there, along with Come Hither with Heather and Ace Flaw One. And we'll get to some more names as we need them from the wheel. Of course, that's open to everybody. It just takes a long time. Members get put on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, and then Superchatters, we just look at their channel quickly right away. So Chris, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Love to make some new YouTube friends. I'm sure you will. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Nurse Leslie, thanks for coming back in. She's been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. So Corinne's Life gives us a look at Corinne's life, which is really, really cool. This channel is dedicated to the idea of getting to know the creator behind the channel. So she shows us a lot of different aspects around the home. There's a few cooking videos here in shorts. I haven't seen these, but we see what she's got going on here. Now, I've hung out with Corinne's Life many times on different live streams, and she will do a variety of different videos. Sometimes there's unboxings, sometimes there's random live streams. Most often, sprinkled in the different variety and content here, we find a behind-the-scenes look at her business, which is comprised of making merchandise of different types, not just for her own Etsy store, but also for other small YouTubers and small businesses and things like that. Some of you have already seen me wear her t-shirt many times, and then as well, she actually created the Tuberchat mugs that we sent out to all of our moderators this Christmas. You may have seen some of those videos. They're all on our front page for the unboxing videos. But we see Corinne's Life's merchandise popping up everywhere now within creators, both inside and outside of the Tuberchat family. So I hope you'll check those out. I hope you'll look at this creator as a resource, both when it comes to YouTube knowledge, a very loyal, dedicated, and generous supporter, but then as well when it comes to the idea of monetizing your own channel or business with merchandise and things like that. So Corinne's Life also does the featured channels collaboration, and they will be willing to swap playlists with other creators. They understand how important that is. It's still a benefit to monetize channels, of course. And then, of course, like I said, they've got super chats and memberships available where they offer specific help with some YouTube tasks if you want to check those out when you get there. So let's spin the wheel. We're going to look at Facing Reality. And then, yeah, it's a little bit busy. I mean, it's always busy, but it's been overwhelmingly busy for the last few streams, Chris, but thank you for being here. Facing Reality is at the head of the list almost every single day for engagement here in the chat. She spreads positivity and motivation. Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom is in the house. I was able to hang out with them for a live stream today. They'll have a monetization celebration next weekend, which is really cool. We're always happy to hear channels getting monetized. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, who is one of our moderators and members, is almost up for monetization now. They will be willing to swap playlists. They're literally under the last couple of 100 hours. Carolina Diamond Productions, I'm not sure if I welcomed you, but I did put you on the wheel already, I think, or maybe I'm mistaken. Let's get that done right now. I've been hanging out with them a little bit lately as well on a few live streams and premieres. So when we talk about Facing Reality, they say in their banner that they give positive messages in a fun way, but they actually do that everywhere that they go. So here in Tuberchat and everywhere that I see them, this is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time, always out supporting others, living wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. This is why we're seeing Facing Reality coming along nicely. Their channel's at 816 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 900 they're thinking about. I'm just going to take your latest video and add this into my catch-up list. I've got reminders on for your next two premieres. I hope I can catch those. One of them is on Monday. It actually starts right at the beginning of Tuberchat. So after we're done with Tuberchat on Monday, we'll have fresh content from Facing Reality to see. Jeremy D-Day's in the house. Good to see you here. That's another creator I have been connected to for probably 2 years and longer. And they've been with Tuberchat from the very beginning as JD Knight 7. That's another creator with 2 channels. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. If you're active in the chat, I should get around to everybody. And if I've missed a question or a comment that you've mentioned that you meant specifically for me to see, just please mention it again. I will appreciate your patience. And then just mention it with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and hopefully we'll catch it the next time around. Prepper for Life is here. This used to be Kitty Mom Adventure. She reset and restarted her channel recently, is already up to 77 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She is bringing us positive messages as well as as well as a lot of variety on her channel. We see a lot of shorts here. Like I said, Kitty Mom Adventure, she absolutely is a cat lover. You'll find a little bit of that among the content, and then a lot in this Wake Up to Scripture series, which is really cool. So I hope everybody will check that out. Here we've got a What's for Supper video as well. So like I said, lots of variety. Now she's posting so frequently that I'm finding it impossible to keep up with this channel, but I'm just going to take your latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me out a little bit, and hopefully I won't fall too far behind. Let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. Once we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, then I will add some more channels onto the wheel from our chat list. Zena the Sassy Crafter, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I did actually mention your channel earlier when we were looking at Craft and Share with Heather. MSK Family Vlogs is one of our longest standing members, and they've been with Tuberchat just about from the beginning, as a matter of fact. I see they've got a new premiere set to go. Let me get back and just get the reminder for that. What I'm doing lately is setting reminders for everything that I see, whether it is a premiere or a live stream. I believe that they help by sending an engagement signal to the YouTube algorithm about interest in that video, whether or not you can make it to that premiere or live stream. I think that setting that reminder can be helpful. It seems to be. So MSK Family Vlogs has 1,460 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. They are fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them on this channel, including super chats and memberships. This is really a dynamic family of creators, and we get to see pure variety here. There is all kinds of different stuff. I've been lucky enough to catch them both on videos, premieres, and live streams. Forgive me for anybody that's brand new that I missed in the chat. Engineer Corner, good to see you here. I thought you'd been here before, but forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. If Bautissimo is ever not working or takes a day off, as I might like to say, then they might be welcoming you brand new, even if you've been here before. But forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. I guess it could be possible that somebody could come in that was here yesterday, and I didn't welcome you today because the days, like I keep saying today, seem to be blending into each other. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times change, but I try to post the streams a couple of days in advance so that you can get the times from our homepage and plan if you need to. Moments with Albina, good to see you in the house. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's good to see you here. And again, we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Tal's Art and Game is coming up next. This is an incredibly supportive creator. So what we see in Tal's Art and Game, first of all, here on Tuberchat, they happen to be a gold member, so we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And as with all of our silver and gold members, you see a slide for them every time I start, end, or take a break during the stream, which is really cool, I think, and gives a little bit of extra exposure to these channels. What I notice more than anything else about Tal's Art and Game is the generosity in this creator. They are sharing for everybody all the time, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They are constantly making posts for other creators to share, which is really, really cool. 233 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Jory coming up, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. If you're the kind of creator who enjoys supporting others by visiting their channel, watching videos, leaving comments, and supporting them over the long term, you will meet a lot of friends and family members for your channel here today. So Tal's Art and Game on their channel is doing more gameplay live streaming than anything else. I'm just going to take the latest one. I'm going to add it into my catch-up list, and hopefully I'll catch you on another stream. I've caught them a few times, but as well, if you follow this creator on the other social networks, chances are they'll probably share for you, but they've got a lot more content over there. So there seems to be a lot more art on Facebook, Instagram, and I think Twitter as well. Forgive me for being confused about which one. Like I said, I see Tal's Art and Game supporting everybody so much that it's hard to keep up with everything that they're doing, not just for themselves, but for everybody else. It's incredible to see that kind of generosity in a creator, and they started that the second they came into the Superchat family, or were probably already at it, to be honest with you. Lele Scratcher Lottery, good to see you here. And I've just got you onto the wheel. We always add the members onto the wheel right away. As we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding some names from our chat list as well. Do tweet a lot of the art. Jake Hudson is coming up as well. Oh, we looked at Jake Hudson. Forgive me. Okay, I forgot to take them off the wheel because they actually got a membership. I put them on the wheel, but then they gave us a super chat as well, so I put them up right away. So, next is Flaw One. Now, I was talking about this creator earlier. Andy is the creator behind this channel. This is somebody I've been connected to for over 2 years now, I believe. He's been with Tuberchat from the very beginning. And still, after 340 episodes of this, is still coming back to meet more creators and grow their channel the right way and support others. And we see this for those of you who are here in Tuberchat frequently. You see Flaw One all the time. Nice to see that new avatar. Now, forgive me if you've already had that and I didn't already mention it, but it is cool. Now, more than anything else, Flaw One will be giving us travel type videos. I see you've got a brand new video, so I'm going to take this and add it into my catch-up list as well. And you've got that winter storm. I don't know for the life of me why I didn't film any of what was going on. I live close enough to Toronto, but I was driving through it the other day. We just got hammered, buried under feet of snow, minimum 2 feet everywhere. And it was quite a disaster. We had like stranded transit buses all over the roads, and lots of closures and piles of snow that were literally 6 to 7 feet high in places that I saw. I should have filmed all this, but we should always be filming. My recommendation, of course, for everybody, and this is how can I sit here and say this when I don't do it, but is always to film anything that you think might be useful, because you can always delete it or not use it, right? But you might be able to use a lot of the things that you see out there. A lot of people were interested. I probably could have got a few hits on TikTok by showing some of the stuff that I saw the other day. But Andy is taking us around and showing us a lot of different variety on their channel. House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up right now. Now, this is another couple of creators that have come together with a joint business channel. This is It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo. And these creators have been with Tuberchat from the beginning. I've been connected to them about the same amount of time as Flaw One there, probably 2 years. As a matter of fact, It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey from House of X Entertainment Inc. was the very first creator to ever come into a Tuberchat live stream. There's their monetized channels right now, right there, with a few familiar faces as well. Now, you will notice that Tuberchat is a member on House of X Entertainment Inc. for that reason, because of their unbelievable loyalty, dedication. So hopefully everybody will check that out. Being fully monetized, they got obviously super chats available as well. You can see those when you get there. They put a lot of focus on other creators here, so they do a lot of interviews. Kristen and I were interviewed together on their channel. Hopefully you'll check that out along with the other creators. You'll meet lots of friends and family members over there in the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream is in the house. Good to see you here. And Jory coming up, one of the creators in the chat that can help with banners and thumbnails is Corinne's Life. She's here as a member and a moderator. Anybody else can feel free to reach out as well. But she has that stuff available and makes it a part of her membership packages. So Yo, It's Your Boy Leo is here with 1,970 subscribers. Super chats and memberships available, of course, because that's a monetized channel. And these guys are posting every day. Between Wanston and Leo and House of X Entertainment Inc., there's what seems to me at least 3 videos a day. They mix up the videos and live streams. Why is your... Oh, these are... in a series. I was wondering why the video wasn't there. I was just with Wanston today for this premiere. This here. I wondered where the red line was, but it's there. And fully monetized as well. So It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo both make up House of X Entertainment Inc. I hope you'll connect with them on all 3 of their monetized channels. Lori's Tech Time's coming up, and we've got some interesting news from Lori's Tech Time, because I happened to find out that she has started another channel. So Lori's Tech Time has a membership here with Tuberchat, but it's actually on the other account. And for that reason, when you're in your when you're a monetized channel and you have memberships available and things like that, you're able to go and see a list of your members, and you can click right on their channel so you can get to them quickly and stuff like that. And I had noticed that she's got a second channel, so we'll have a look at that in a quick second. Nikki D Official, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being certain if you've been here before, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Oh, yeah, that's right. All that fluff and stuff. I keep forgetting. Kristen Welton has a picture of, it's actually my truck, but it's a picture of the snow here, and you can see that the snow is at least 2 feet, and that's in Niagara Falls. That's an hour and a half away from Toronto. But the cars are like literally almost buried, and just depending on how the wind was blowing at the time, some of the cars have the snow literally right up to their windows. They were all but buried. It was something else. But you can find that picture on Kristen Welton's community tab. But thank you for mentioning that. Allie's Craft Pursuits, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Lori's Tech Time is bringing us reviews, unboxings, tutorials when it comes to tech gear. Specifically, what she's been doing lately is there's a subscription company called Gadget Discovery Box. They give gadgets, which is really, really cool, and that's something I find interesting. Absolutely, I'm happy to have been introduced to that. This creator's already shown generosity in making at least one shout-out video where Tuberchat was included, along with a lot of other channels. That's available on our front page as well. We always put shout-out videos there. 444 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards 500. We'd love to see her get her community tab, and I think it was the guitar chick. Yep, there she is. This is the second channel. So I'm assuming that she's just about to start blowing this up as well. With 5 subscribers right now, I'm hoping we can give her a warm welcome and everybody will connect with her on both of her channels. This is Lori's Tech Time with a second channel here. Now, let me just see these videos. So it's just the 3 so far. Yeah, a couple of short videos and another one here. So what I'm going to do is take the latest video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. And what I'll do is I'll connect with this channel the way that I usually do with everybody else. So I'll watch my watch later list after the live stream today. In the next 24 hours, I'll go through. I usually do it right after the stream. I just say the next 24 hours so that nobody gets upset that I'm not there, you know, right after the stream. But I usually do it right away. I will watch all 3 videos in full. I'll leave you a comment on at least one of them. I'll give the thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, of course, and then I will be connected to the guitar chick or Lori's Tech Time on both of their channels. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and it's getting close to being time for me to add some more names to the wheel. What we're going to look at right now is Makeup Mom and Son, who was in the pole position on the wheel. She is a dear friend and has been a moderator and a member for quite some time here, as a matter of fact. She's live right now. She usually does this series every Saturday. She starts at about an hour after our usual time for Tuberchat. Now, I know I say I move the times around. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the times are always different. But as well, sometimes we move those times. So I recommend to everybody, of course, have the notification bell on. But I try to post them in advance so that you can have a look and see a day or two in advance when the stream's going to be up so you can plan if you need to. So Makeup Mom and Son does this series of interviews, and I've been honored to have been a part of this as well. We see a few familiar faces here where she is interviewing. Popping the Popcorn is coming up next week. And then the How-To Lady, who's with us right now, and Hilda DC. Popping the Popcorn was in here earlier, but I think she said she had to work as well. So I'm not sure if she's been able to listen or not. But Makeup Mom and Son is putting a lot of focus on other creators with this series. Now, she's fully monetized with lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. But she does a lot of other variety on her channel. So she does unboxing videos, product reviews, she does random live streams, and is somebody who will be willing to have people up on a StreamYard panel. She does that frequently, and willing to hop in on other panels. We see her most often with Corinne's Life. So I'm just going to show you her second channel as well. When we say Makeup Mom and Son, the next channel we're looking at is for Makeup Mom and Son's son, which is Caden Plays It. Holistic living with Abby Stalker Mom. No broccoli for you today. Interesting. Abby Stalker Mom's been a friend for a long, long time. She's going to celebrate her monetization next week. Little Frenchie in Big Texas, good to see you here. That's another longtime friend of Tuberchat. Caden Plays It, like I said, is the channel that Makeup Mom and Son has set up with her son. So I'm hoping everybody will support this. We always want to encourage younger creators so that they will keep at it. You know, I love to see creativity in and younger people, because there's any direction in the world that they can go, right? The world is kind of their oyster, if you want to put it that way. So Caden Plays It has 25 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. I'm just going to take another video from them. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list just to get the few minutes of watch time there. So, oh, and thank you, Allie's Craft Pursuits, followed on all the social media. So there is a Facebook page where I just post the streams. Hopefully you'll follow that, because then you can get notified many hours in advance or a day in advance. Then as well, there's a Facebook group where everybody can share their videos. I made a private group when we started TuberChat, and about 6 months ago I changed. You can't change a private group to a public group, so I just restarted a new group. But I think there's getting close to 100 people in there. I forget the count on it, but it's building back up. So if anybody wants to get in there and share your videos, you got lots of creators doing that. An Instagram account we have where I just post the streams that are coming up, but I always make a story as well, and when we feature creators I mention them also if possible. We have a Twitter account with a list, and that is for anybody who tweets or retweets for TuberChat, so that you can meet more friends on Twitter. And then as well, we have a subreddit. So for those of you who already use Reddit, you'll find over 200 people in there as well, and you're able to share your videos. Reddit just happens to be a place where you can't share the wrong things in the wrong places. So I made a great place for all of us to be able to share our videos, and you do get some more people coming in from outside. I've heard that there has been some success, usually with gaming channels, getting some traffic from that subreddit. But it's so easy to share. It's almost as fast or faster than Twitter when you share with Reddit, so that's the reason I use it so much. Holistic, pardon me. Like always, I'm not drinking enough. Holistic Living with Abby Stockermom has been a longtime friend. This is another creator who spreads energy, positivity, and motivation everywhere she goes. I can see I'm falling behind with you. I thought I just joined you. Where is our red line? Unless you made it private after or unlisted. I was just on a live stream today with her. I'm just going to take this video, add this into my catch-up list, and I see you've got a premiere. I'm going to set my reminder for that. That's coming up on Monday. So, Abby Stockermom, like I said, spreads positivity and motivation everywhere they go. Everything is always TuberChat. So when you're on any social network, you can just look for TuberChat, and it's always one word, TuberChat, everywhere. So if there's a Facebook group, it's easy to find. The page should be easy to find just by searching TuberChat. And then usually my personal stuff is connected to it as well. So, Holistic Living with Abby Stockermom is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're constantly trying to motivate us as well. We can see some delicious-looking content here, but they're also doing a lot of fitness and motivating us in that way as well. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We get another channel up here. And thank you, Abby Stockermom, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. We will spin. Cute Goth Girl Gamer is coming up. This is a longtime friend and very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to TuberChat. She does a lot more than gaming on her channel. She does a lot of live streaming almost every single day, as a matter of fact. When she does these open panel and normal chats, what she's talking about is a StreamYard panel. Usually she has a lot of guests that come up, and some of these streams go for hours and hours and hours. As you can see, some of them have gone as long as over 9 hours. And that's just a small part of what she does. So she games as well a lot of the time, and then also sometimes makes music and posts the songs for everybody to enjoy, and then also does random live streams both from home or from work. So Cute Goth Girl Gamer's been a generous supporter and supports on all of my channels and has for a long time. She also is somebody who engages conversation in chat. So like the other day, Corinne's Life and Makeup Mom and Son were up on panel together on Corinne's channel, and it's just random. We just talk about whatever is going on. and it turned into telling some jokes and stuff like that, and it was kind of fun. They were reading off some really bad jokes, dad jokes and things like this, but Cute Goth Girl Gamer was getting involved in that as well, and it's always cool when you have interaction like that, so it was a lot of fun. And Cute Goth Girl Gamer, you can expect that kind of support coming from her when you connect with her. So, Faye Blatcher, another incredibly supportive creator who also engages conversation everywhere she goes. We're going to talk about her channel in a second, but it's way overdue for me to be getting channels on the wheel. So I'm refreshing my page so we can do that. We see that Faye Blatcher has over 2,400 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards 2,500. And what you'll find from this creator is a lot of support. You see them when I bounce in between premieres and live streams. I run into Faye Blatcher regularly, and they are constantly engaging conversation as well, which, like I said, is a great service to any host, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, because you're sending engagement signals into the algorithm about interest, and YouTube, of course, is watching everything that we do. So you can really help a host out that way. That's why I appreciate the conversations everybody's having today. So the how-to lady, we're actually rating emotion in another 45 minutes. He's got another, I think it's just a music video, actually, this time. Emotion mixes up the content. So sometimes when we raid them, which is occasionally, it will be a premiere of a music video, and sometimes it's a compilation of music videos together, usually about 20 minutes, half an hour. Sometimes a live performance, which is really cool as well, and those are usually around half an hour as well. So emotion is for today. Michael's Adventures will be rated on Sunday. And thank you, everybody, for the reminders of the thumbs up. My count says 99 right now. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So it's pure variety on Faye Blatcher's channel. She does a lot of makeup videos, but she also mixes up a lot of variety here. We've got a boxy charm product review. You'll see a lot of different things from Faye Blatcher. She's a very busy person because I run into her regularly supporting a lot of creators, and I'm sure you'll find that support coming back to you after you connect with her. And there we go, Writing with Emotion New Soul coming in to give us an extra thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. We've hit over 100 again, which is happening very frequently lately, so thank you for that. Now, I hope I'm going to pronounce this name properly. This is Nayambura Mwangi, if I pronounce that right, and I'd love to be able to do it right if you want to correct me. This is the first time we're having this channel on the screen, but they've been with us before, I believe. So I'll talk about connecting with them in a second, but I see we've got another brand new channel in the chat. Beauty Imani, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Wandering Hippies back in the house. Good to have you back in the chat. I was lucky enough to hang out with them or watch one of their videos the other day, and I see exactly what they do, where they are in the video that I watched, they were kind of making sure that some of the civil employees, how do you put that, right, city workers, were treating citizens the way that anybody would expect people to be treating each other properly, and luckily the video that I watched happened to be very positive, so that was great. And I'm looking forward to more from them, but it's good to have you back in the house. So Nayambura Mwangi, good to see you in the house again, and we see some delicious looking content here. So this is what I was talking about earlier when it comes to a lot of cooking channels or healthy eating channels and healthy living. I really enjoy the look that we get at some of the things that people are making, and especially, like I said, you're going to see things that people are making because they believe that this is one of their favorite things you're going to want to see. So it's interesting to see your take on tuna salad, interesting to see your take on coleslaw, vegetable fried rice, a lot of things that I've seen before, but maybe not the way that they've done it. So this is really, really cool, and I'm looking forward to this. So I'm just going to take your I usually look for something 10 minutes. I'm going to take deep fried potato cubes. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat. Sure you are. You've been here before. And have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Experienced Africans, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Philip Lemon, who's fairly new to the TuberChat community, is coming up now. And we'll see what they've got going on. They just found us last week. VR Calvide, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. It's good to have you here. And I need just 1 second, and then we'll talk about this channel. Okay, pardon me for that. We're looking at Philip Lemon right now. So like I said, they've just been with us for about a week, and hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome and connect with them. So we don't have a sub count on this channel, but we see that they just did a video of 100 subscribers. Thank you. So that's very cool. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them rolling on the road towards 200. They're mixing up the content, so I'm still getting to know this creator and their content, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. So let's go to your videos tab and see what you got going on here. So this I watched. Let me just see if there's some kind of different content I can see. I'll see your first mobile live stream and see what you did here. I'm going to take this and add this into my catch-up list. That will let me get caught up with your content a little bit and make sure I don't fall too far behind either. So hopefully everybody will connect with Philip Lemon. And like I said, they've been with us for a week now, but are already reaching out to a lot of creators to connect. So let me see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel. We're going to get to as many channels as we can in the next 40 minutes. And then we're going to go and watch a premiere from our talented singer and songwriter friend, Emotion, who's here both as a moderator and a member. They happen to be a gold member, so we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. But as we get closer in another 20 minutes or so, I'll start dropping the link. Everybody can head over there. You'll be able to continue connecting the same way that we do here and meet more friends and family members over an Emotions premiere. And we've done that with them many times. And I'll leave this live stream running right up until the time that that starts so that we can clean up our connections here before we go over there. And I'm just looking at what I can do about adding some names to the wheel. Gloria's Platter will come up. Southern Sandy will come up next. And Ivy's Family Factotem, who's a brand new connection for TuberChat today. We're going to see your channel for the first time, which is cool. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I'm going to move faster through channels now. Scratch in the Wind, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. As the live stream goes on here in TuberChat, I try to move faster and faster over time so that we can get as many channels on as possible. And we'll see what Lele Scratcher Lottery has got going on for us. And then for anybody that is brand new today, or if you haven't been here many times to TuberChat yet, my suggestions are that the best success is always found in making the first move. So reaching out to other creators and connecting with them, excuse me, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. And then the idea, of course, is that we believe in generosity and therefore giving much more than we expect to receive here. Your best success will be found in reaching out to other creators first and starting the conversation with them, because really what we're after here in TuberChat is friendships with other creators. That's what makes them keep coming back, supporting you, watching your videos. You know who your top 5 subscribers are, who are always there supporting you, and you know that it starts to feel like friendships. Eventually it starts to feel like family when you find some creators who truly have your back, not even just on your channel, but out in the YouTube streets as well. And we see that all the time. You hear it in the stories that I tell here in TuberChat. So, Lele Scratcher Lottery, 358 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel channel a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. They're giving us mostly short form content, which is really cool because they get through lottery ticket scratching, and that's always exciting stuff. We find that this is a very big niche on YouTube with a lot of generous creators, and we see that in this creator as well, Lele Scratcher Lottery. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Like I said, we want to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Chris says they're here for friendship and family, which is perfect. That's exactly what we're here for. You can hear it in the stories that I tell about a lot of the creators that I put up on the screen, especially, or that come through the chat. You know, as I get to know creators and channels over the weeks and months that pass, I do a better job, hopefully, of promoting everybody. Then you get an idea as to what a lot of the creators have been up to, how they will be as a supporter for you. So, for instance, the How To Lady is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. And I know you hear me say this about a couple of creators, but the How To Lady is a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family. This is somebody who comes in, always has positivity, coming out, says the nicest things in the chat, keeps everybody motivated, makes it a pleasure to even run a stream like this. She does this both inside and outside in comments, and when she's supporting other creators as well. She engages conversation, which is something I talk about all the time now, because it's such a great service to any host. When you engage conversation, you're sending engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here. They happen to be a member and a moderator as well. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I did not actually see them come in, but thank you for that. I got them now. I just noticed them right before Scratch and Pete said something about it. So there's Scratch and Pete right there, of course, on the How To Ladies featured channels list, along with some more familiar faces. And what she does on her channel. Now, lately, she's doing a lot of how-to videos. So she's talking about planning events. She tends to do series on her channel, which is really cool because it gives you a chance to get a lot of information based on what you want to find. Now, she also has done a lot of focus on other small businesses and YouTubers. She did a considerate and thoughtful job on a shout-out video for Tuberchat, which you can find through our front page or on her channel. And then as well, she's done a lot of fitness videos to try to motivate us that way. I'm hoping to take some motivation from that at some point. And she's got 503 subscribers right now. Now, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther because we want to keep that 500 locked in, but we want to see this creator with their community tab soon enough. I just want to show you some of the videos on her channel here, and you see the consistency in the thumbnails and the banner. So this is great branding, and I'll show you why that is when we look at her second channel. Dee's Fierce Fashions is here, already halfway to the first 100. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther here. You'll notice that the branding on this channel is similar, only with slightly different colors. And what that will likely do for this creator is have viewers that will be inclined to click on their videos after they've already seen something they've liked. They'll recognize that branding and then click on a video from this creator, again, regardless of which channel it's from, when they're looking for something, because they already know that they've liked something that this creator has done before, again, regardless of channel. YouTube specifically tells us, they explained in a video not too long ago from the Creator Academy or the Creator Channel, and they said the number one thing that YouTube is looking for in the algorithm when people are watching your videos is satisfaction. So if somebody comes to YouTube with the intention of either having a question answered or entertainment or whatever it is that they're there for, and your video satisfies what they're looking for at that moment, then that is the number one thing that we're aiming for the YouTube algorithm to get them to push your video out farther and get you more views and more exposure. So it's just something to keep in mind, but I think that that branding will really help. So Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here, like I said, as a moderator and a member with a little bit of luck. I didn't see them as soon as they came in, but as soon as I put them on the wheel, they come up right away. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and More brings us a lot of variety on their channel as well. They've been a dear friend and an extremely generous creator as well. They show generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. You will see that they've got a lot of featured channels here. We've seen this many times, and some familiar faces there. It's not a surprise to see Scratch and Pete on so many people's featured channels because he's so supportive. But Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has built up quite a reputation as a supportive creator as well. And like I said, they're here as a member and a moderator. What they bring us on their channel is a lot of train videos. Now, sometimes they're showing us the trains or the train stations. Sometimes they're taking rides, which is really cool as well. So they give us a great look around all this different stuff, and they mix up the different content by showing us different trains from different areas surrounding them. Now, as well, occasionally you'll find some other variety in unboxing videos or product reviews, a lot of random live streams, but sometimes, once a week, as a matter of fact, they will do a live stream specifically meant for the purpose of connecting other creators. These ones here called Make New Friends and Channel Exposure. He's already done almost 50 episodes of this. So you'll meet more friends and family members over there with Sam in almost exactly the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. So it's really cool and speaks volumes about the generosity of this creator as well. I hope you'll join him over there, and I hope I'll catch you when you do. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Gloria's Platter's coming up next. She will be willing to swap playlists with anybody. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other, just please say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Chris's Clever Craft says they were looking the other day and could not find the specific spot where YouTube says that self-promotion is against the rules. I'm going to see if I can find it. I will try to do that in the background. I hope I'm not wrong, but I do believe that I saw it right from YouTube in the community guidelines saying that self-promotion is not allowed or frowned upon, or however they worded it. I'll try to find it. I don't want Chris's Clever Craft to make a liar out of me now. I'm certain that I saw it with their community guidelines. But I'd like to be able to give everybody that information to see as well. Okay, pardon me while I do that. So, Gloria's Platter brings us delicious-looking content, as you would expect. She is definitely willing to swap playlists with other creators, so you can reach out to her for that. She has a lot of creative ways of mentioning it, that's for sure. But she's been a dear friend for a long, long time. And I see that, I think, is it Philip Lemon reaching out to her about the playlist names? Let me just see what she's done. Yes, perfect. So look at what Gloria's Platter has done here. You can chop up your channel into different playlists, and they are really helpful when it comes to viewers finding your content and being able to binge watch. It's very possible that you're going to do a couple of videos of a similar type or series, or maybe all your videos are very similar, and a lot of creators or a lot of viewers will come to binge watch naturally because they enjoy your content. That's what we hope for. But as well, you can do some extra things here. Gloria's Platter, I've swapped playlists with her, and she's willing to do it with anybody because she's approaching the 1,000 now. She's officially on the road to 1,000 with just under 40 to go. And so she's got a 5-hour playlist, a 1-hour playlist, watch hours playlist that's got 89 videos in it. And this is how you can chop things up. So if you're willing to swap playlists with other creators, you know, some of us have hours or days worth of videos. Some of us are just starting out and only have 10 or 20, maybe even less than that, and that's fine. most creators will insist that it's somewhat fair. So it's a good idea if you have a lot of videos to chop them up into, you can make a 10-hour playlist, a 20-hour playlist, and things like that. And that will help so that as soon as somebody with about 10 hours worth of videos wants to swap with you, you could just give them the right playlist that you want them to see. My suggestion is to always take your best performing videos and use those, because it is much easier to get more views on a video that's already performing and been enjoyed than it is to try to push your videos that aren't moving. We all have videos that do great. We all have videos that don't do as great. That's just human nature, right? We don't get to pick. You'll have to put a lot of videos out to see what happens, but those are just my suggestions, right? And hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. If I've missed anything that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So hopefully everybody will connect with Gloria's Platter if you haven't already. We'd love to push this creator a little bit closer. They are going to have their 1,000 subscribers very soon. Oh, I gotta find this thing. I'm interested to find what Chris's Clever Craft was talking about, because I constantly say that self-promotion is against YouTube's community guidelines, and I'm trying to find the exact article. Oh, pardon me, okay, I don't want to spend too... I might have to look for this afterwards. And, if you search in Google for, like, self-promotion YouTube community guidelines, a lot of different things come up, and you'll see a lot of people on other platforms like Reddit and Quora talking about it. What's wrong with self-promotion? I just have to find the exact piece of content that I saw, which I believe was in the YouTube community guidelines, that says that. So buying space, how do you get your name on the list twice? I think I put buying space on there twice the other day by accident. That only happens when I'm not reading what I'm doing. Fanatic Guide, good to see you here. They're premiering almost every day. I've been lucky to catch Fanatic Guide a couple of times again. So, yeah, Sam is struggling with watch hours now. So, what I'm guessing is happening, Sam's Vlogs Trains More is like right on the edge right now, under 200 hours left to go. But probably, Sam's been around here in Tuberchat long enough now that it's possible that a year ago, some of us were already running playlists for him. Sam's been swapping playlists for as long as I can remember. So, it's possible that he's losing more than the average number of watch hours per day that go by. For those of you who don't already know, it's a rolling 365 days. So all of the watch hours that qualify for monetization, you lose from 366 days ago. You will lose hours every single day. In most cases, you're making many more hours a year later than you were a year ago. So it's really not a problem. You just keep going until you eventually get there. The date doesn't matter. But that might be a possibility. Oh, I think I saw that, Fanatic Guide. I think somebody asked for the blue jacket. The only other thing, too, is, so I wish for everybody to remember, Tuberchat is a different type of channel, right? And the things that I do here are not necessarily right for everybody else. So you have to consider that for your channel. I'm not speaking about anything specific, but like whether to put subscriber only mode on, whether to put slow mode on, whether to give out jackets, or whether to allow self-promotion. is not as harmful in most cases, and using things like numbers in the chat and emojis and things like that, it really doesn't matter if you're not a grow stream. So I have to do different things for tuberchat because it's a grow stream and because self-promotion is not allowed or frowned upon. Then we have to do things a little bit differently here. But it's just something to think about. Everybody's got to make the right decision for their channel. Of course, you want quality connections and quality followers. So forgive me, I'm going to try to start moving and stop talking. So Mrs. VSNC09 is an incredibly supportive creator. They're mixing up the videos and live streams. They've done a lot of royal family coverage that's done well for them, but they mix up the support, or they mix up the content as well within their variety. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. You can see a lot of random shorts here as well, and then they do a lot of premieres and live streams, but they are out supporting other creators like crazy. So when I'm bouncing back and forth between premieres and live streams, I run into Mrs. VSNC09 regularly. It's possible Sam Slogs Trains more to hit it by the end of the month, but you know, it's fun to aim for milestones, but I think you might even have a chance of having it. I think it's coming any day now. For most creators, you know, we race for 4,000 hours, but I promise you, in most cases, by the time you hit 4,000, 5,000 is right around the corner, right? And it's almost frustrating to see. So let's spin. Finding happiness in all you do. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think we have a brand new channel in the chat, and forgive me, I missed you. Simply Quana, good to see you here. Sage Lifestyle, good to see you in the chat as well. How many watch hours does YouTube deduct? So whatever you got on the 366th day ago, whatever you got that day that qualified for monetization is lost. They only count hours for the last 365 days. So that's basically how it works, right? If that makes sense. Tim the Canadian, good to see you here. Good to have another fellow Canadian in the house. I happen to be close to Niagara Falls. It's good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Carolina Diamond Productions has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while. I've been lucky enough to catch a lot of their videos, and I caught them on a couple of live streams recently as well. 653 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. You can see I've been catching them lately, luckily. So let me see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel. Living Beautifully, good to see you here. We've got about 20 minutes to go. I'm going to get as many channels on the wheel as I can. We won't get to everybody, that's for sure. But what we're going to do is go right from here and raid a premiere from our dear friend Emotion, who's in the chat, and you'll be able to continue connecting during their live chat that goes along with their premiere, the same way that we connect here. And then we'll see where we're going to go after that. We will definitely go somewhere where we can continue connecting, depending on how long Emotion's premiere runs for. So I'm just seeing what I could do here. Ivy's Family Factotem is already there. I am Betty J Gathers will be coming up on the wheel. Thank you, Wandering Hippie. Our moderators might hide any messages that have a lot of emojis, because typically here we usually try to keep it to 2 or 3. But that's just to instill habits so that when people go out to other growth streams, then they... sometimes moderators and hosts will jump on you and like ban you and time you out and stuff for putting too many emojis in the chat. They just think it's spam. Whether it matters or not is questionable, of course. But so for that reason, we usually keep it to 2 or 3 here. But it has nothing to do with your message itself, though. Happy Nwagi Remedies is on the wheel, along with I Am Betty J Gathers. And God Soldiers is coming up as well. So I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel these days. We've been explosively busy for the last long while. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but as long as everybody's meeting in the chat, that's really what we're here for. I just like putting channels on the screen because it helps me get to know the channels and eventually the creators behind those channels better as weeks go on. So let's put up I Am Betty J Gathers right now and see what they got going on their channel. And then 75 subscribers here for I Am Betty J Gathers. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther, get them rolling maybe even up to the 80 that they're thinking about, and a little bit closer on the road to that first 100. We know it's more challenging than ever, so we always want to do as much as we can for anybody that, we always want to do as much as we can for each other anyway, but when we find channels under 100, it's great to go an extra step for them. Now, I'm just going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list so I can get to know your content a little bit better, and like I said, as time goes on, I'll be able to promote you better every time you're here. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to start really racing through channels so that we can hopefully get another 10 up before we have to go. Come Hither with Heather is coming up next, and I will drop the link for our raid in another few minutes here after a couple more channels so that everybody can head over there whenever they'd like. The live chat will already be running because it's a premiere, and like I said, everybody will be able to continue connecting over there, and I'll leave this live stream running right up until that starts so that we can clean up our connections here before we go. Come Hither with Heather was recently featured on Tuberchat. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm hoping everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And we've seen them in the chat today, engaging conversation. That's something that Come Hither with Heather typically does a lot of the time as well. They're incredibly supportive, so I hope you'll enjoy that when you get to their channel as well. So I've already got my reminder on for your live oracle readings with Neil from Nocturnal Nation. This is really, really cool. I'm happy to see creators collaborating together, but I know Nocturnal Nation, they've been here in Tuberchat many times, so that'll be interesting to see. Come Hither with Heather has 443 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Irish Jane Lawyer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Happy Mwangi Remedies is here, and this is another creator who's with us almost every day lately. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They do pure variety on their channel, as we can see, but what they're looking for is the idea of giving us things that will help us when it comes to healthy living and preventing things like sickness and things like that. So I'm still getting to know the content on this channel. We don't have a sub count right now, but what we want to do is just push each other along. Doesn't matter what milestone we're looking for. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones, and we just want to do everything we can to help each other. Tim the Canadian is asking, what's the most important thing to do for a new channel? So that's a loaded question, so forgive me, I don't want to dance around an answer, but my first suggestion is, as long as you can put one quality piece of content out per week, that's enough to make your channel grow. If you can't already get to one a week, just get there as fast as you can, but that's enough for your channel to grow organically. The things we're doing here speed that up, and the more you can contribute to the social network that is YouTube, the more you'll find coming back. So here in Superchat, I talk about generosity all the time, the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. The more you do for other creators, the more they will do for you. So the way to get noticed and seen, if you want people to leave comments on your videos, like let's say you want 3 comments, go leave 10. If you want people to watch 3 of your videos, go watch 10. You know, and eventually, because of the generosity you will show, it will come back to you in an overwhelming way to the point that you'll barely be able to keep up. That's something that we see all the time. So again, I know I'm kind of dancing around a really loaded question, you know, not with a really accurate answer, but my content is king, of course. Minutes matter most is what a lot of the bigger YouTubers will say. So you want to watch your analytics and make sure that as your instincts are getting better and your quality is improving in your content, you're watching the things that are going to help people watch your videos longer and go from one video into the next video. That really helps, right? But the most important thing is one piece of content per week. Thank you, God Soldiers. I've got you on the wheel now, so we'll be looking at your channel in another moment, but thank you for that. Let me get our link for our raid that is coming up in another 15 minutes here. I will get as many channels on the screen as we can. This is Southern Sandy, a longtime friend of TuberChat. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. So buying space, yeah, so all I want to do is avoid a lot of self-promotion, because the idea is when you're connecting with other creators, once they've subscribed to your channel, they're going to see all the things you have to do. But if you have a giveaway coming up, you can tell us what it is right now, and that's okay. Southern Sandy has 207 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. It's been a while here. I'm falling behind with your channel. I'm just going to take this video here. Texas touristy spot being built. I'm going to take this and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up with your channel and hopefully not fall too far behind. I'll get a couple of more channels onto the wheel in a quick second here. I dropped the link for the raid we're going to see from Emotion, who's in the chat with us. Everybody will be able to continue connecting in that live chat. It's already running, of course. There are already a couple of people in there. You can head over there anytime you'd like. We'll all go over there together afterwards. Right now we're going to look at Ivy's Family Factotem that we're seeing for the first time today. So hopefully you felt welcome today, met some friends and family members. With 1,380 subscribers, I'm hoping we can give this channel a warm welcome and push them towards the 1,400 that they'll be thinking about. I'll be looking forward to getting to know your content, but I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos here that's 16 minutes. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe and put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So for those of you just coming in, forgive me, I'm just racing because we're at the end of the live stream. We've been on for over 2 hours now. We got about 10 minutes to go. I'm just going to get another probably 5 channels on the screen. We're not going to be able to get to everybody, but like I said, we're going to go on to a premiere from Emotion from here. I've pinned the link already. You'll be able to continue connecting and meeting more friends over there. TuberChat will be back 3 hours earlier tomorrow for another live stream. And we're looking at Wolf Haunts Paranormal. Now, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel as well. They happen to be a member, but have just come into the TuberChat community within the last couple of weeks. So I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up with your content a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind with your channel. And again, tied exactly with Southern Sandy at 207 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther on the road towards 300. So let's spin the wheel. I'm really rifling through channels so that we can get through as many as we can. TWT TV is coming up next. They're longtime friends of TuberChat. This is somebody who's actually got a couple of channels, and I'll show you both of them. TWT brings us pure variety. It's actually a dynamic family of creators, and you can see that in their content here. They're a dynamic couple of hosts leading this family. They've been featured on TuberChat, of course, with 930 subscribers. They are officially on the road towards 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then when we look at Lil Red and Bunny tracks that we've seen in TuberChat many times, this is the second channel from these creators. What we find here is music videos made by the same creators from TWT TV. So this is a really cool instance where we have creators with 2 different channels both accenting each other. So I hope you'll enjoy that when you get over there. I'm going to spin the wheel again. We'll get another channel up here. And Chef Roger Vlog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's look at all that fluff and stuff. This is a creator who's bringing us all kinds of travel looking footage in their thumbnails. They're a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, of course. We see that in them all the time. They take us reef fishing. They take us snorkeling. They're giving us a lot of delicious looking content here as well. So a bit of variety here, and then a lot of shorts. I don't get a chance to watch a lot of shorts. I'm trying to pick that up a little bit. But all that fluff and stuff is also on the road officially to 1K, which is really, really cool. We've got a lot of creators that are at or reaching that milestone right now. So I'm hoping we can push these creators, and within the next little while see them all monetized. We're seeing a lot of people get monetized in the last couple of weeks as well. So let's spin the wheel. Rochelle Vanterpool, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another supportive creator. I'm just going to see what I can do about adding another couple of names to our wheel in a second here. Jan Hines is coming up right now. Wandering Hippie, yeah. Jan Hines is coming up. So, for those of you who haven't seen already, the way that the wheel works, I have a robot over here. That's why I keep looking over at the other screen. And it's called Botissimo, and you recognize it because it's dropping messages in the chat as well. But it does a great job of keeping statistics, and what it does is it monitors not just how long you're here, but how active you are in the chat, how much you're interacting with everybody. When I need names for the wheel, I go through the list in order and then add them. So like I said, because we can't get to everybody, I just feel this is a good way to add a lot of order to the channels that we are adding to the wheel. So that's how that's working. I'm looking for a couple more names right now. Jan Hines has, we don't have a sub count on this channel right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. Sister Winnie is coming up next on the wheel, and Ali's Craft Pursuits. And I think that is where we're going to have to cut it off. So those will be the last 3 channels that we look at. I do appreciate every moment that everybody spends here in Tuberchat. Tomorrow we're back 3 hours earlier than today. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Give Emotion a thumbs up on the way into their premiere as well. Whoa. Oh, never mind. It's okay. I thought I made a mistake here. I just didn't refresh a page. But that's okay. I'll drop the link again, but it is pinned. Anybody can hang out or head over there whenever you would like to. And the live chat's already running. There's already a few people in there. You will be able to connect the same way that we are here in Tuberchat, so you'll likely meet some more friends and family members over there. I'll come over as well, and then we will likely go to another stream right after where we're able to connect with people continuously. So Ali's Craft Pursuits is here with just over 1,000 subscribers, getting on the road towards 1,100 now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and I'm still getting to know the content on this channel. They're here with us occasionally. I'm just going to take maybe I'll take your featured video here, and I'll add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your content a little bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind with your channel. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get to our last 2 channels right now. I will leave this live stream running for an extra few minutes until that premiere starts so that everybody can clean up their connections here. And I'll drop the link again at least one more time for Emotion's premiere. While we do that, 6 Acres Farm and Rescue, good to see you here. You're just catching us at the end of the live stream. We've been on for 2.5 hours. Sister Winnie is here. This is a brand new connection for Tuberchat, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. I see that most of your stuff is shorter than that. As long as I find something over 5 minutes, it's okay. So what I'll do is I'll take this 4-minute video, add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Go Oilers, go, says Tim the Canadian. All right, we're on the Oilers side today. And so God Soldiers is another creator who's bringing us positive messages on their religious channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They do a lot of live streaming. I think it's almost every day, as a matter of fact. And I've been lucky to hang out with them a couple of times already. 579 subscribers right now. They're getting pretty close to 600. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Nice to see they've got their community tab there. And they're doing a lot of shorts to give us some bite-sized information as well, which is really, really cool. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Like I said, I appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. I'm sorry we didn't get to everybody's channel today, but we're back again tomorrow. We're back again on Monday like we always are. We'll get to as many channels as we can. I'm going to drop the link one more time for Emotions Raid. This is a premiere, and in that live chat, everybody will be able to connect the same way that we are here. You'll meet more friends and family members over there, and I'll be over there as well. This live stream will cut off in about 3 minutes. So thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.